So I'm joined by Kat, Jan and Nahani, and they're all here from Yellow Fever, which is a film scene competition at a festival in London. Welcome to you all. Jan. Hi there. Kat.
Hey.
Nahani.
Hi.
So yeah, if you could just start with you, Nahani, just introduce yourself and tell us your connection to film and move around and go from there.
I'm Nahani.
Okay.
And
Is it Nahani? Sorry, I said Nahani.
Nahani,
I'm
either
sorry.
one. It's potato.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I played Lee, who I'm Asia's mother.
Yeah.
Did I just hit my mic?
That's right.
I'm Asia's mother. Asia's the main character in the film. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm her adopted mother.
Okay.
I'm Kat Mode, the writer-director of Yellow Fever.
I'm Jan Dauber, the producer and DOP.
Okay. And who would like to tell me the synopsis of the film?
Yes, the director.
Director.
Well, it's a coming-of-age comedy about a girl adopted from South Korea
Yeah.
by a very, very white Upper East Side wealthy family, and her trying to find her place in America.
Beautifully done. Where did the idea come from? As the writer, surely it's from you.
Yeah, there's actually a long-standing history between America and Korea, and Korean adoptees being adopted by American families.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to school with a few of these kids, so I always thought it was really an interesting dynamic, being Asian adopted by a completely white family and just trying, to fit in and basically trying to find your place and how you belong, because you don't necessarily belong in Korea because you don't speak the language, and you don't really feel like you belong in America. And I thought it was an interesting angle, and also a comedic one. So I kind of wanted to play with that idea.
Yeah, I mean, I have seen the film. So you start the writing process. You're coming up with this story,
Yeah.
and then at what point is this like? Did you have a producer ready, or did this happen as you went along? How did it all work? That makes sense. Sorry, I'm waffling. I always do.
How did it come about?
Well, yeah. When did it start, the real process? When did the
I've
process
always
when the
had
film
this
was out?
idea in my head, I guess.
I think over 5 years ago she
Yeah,
started
over 5
writing
years
that
ago I
script.
started writing it.
And I kind of went on lots of different scripts. And we really wanted to start shooting like feature films. And we were doing a lot of visual effects at the time with our company.
Yeah.
And we had great script, but that was probably like $150 million script. So
Kind of like a Star Wars.
We had like a sci-fi thing.
sci-fi thing. And then we dug out Yellow Fever by chance, really. And I read it, and I said, that's the one we're gonna do.
Oh right, okay. So the script was complete. You sent off, and then that's how the connection with Yan came. Oh right, okay.
We went to school together, and we have a company together.
Oh right,
Yeah,
sorry.
So
So it's not like nepotism. This is all like the real deal. So connected together. Okay. All right. So you're given the green light to make the film. What happens next? What's the sort of process?
it happened really quickly, I think.
Said we're gonna do it,
We said
and
we're
then
gonna
we went to New York. And
We didn't have a lot of time. We couldn't spend that much time in New York, and then we kind of had a few months to cast, which was very stressful. And Jenna came on board pretty quickly. So Jenna Ushkowitz,
Yeah.
the lead, she
Yeah.
came on board very quickly. The interesting thing about her is that she's actually an adoptee from Korea.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah,
It's
and she was
literally
like,
her life
this is
story.
literally my life story.
Right.
And she was adopted by a very white family and has a brother who's a biological son.
Yeah.
So she was like, oh my God, this is written for me. And she thought I was adopted as well. And I was like, no, I'm actually not.
Right, okay.
There's a bit of creative fiction there. But yeah, so we got her attached fairly quickly. And then we got Scott.
all the main
Yeah.
characters we got pretty quickly.
The mother was the most difficult for me.
Yeah.
Right.
I
bet it was a
wasn't-
pain in the arse to cast
I
her.
wasn't
Whoever
actually
you got
liking
to
any
do
of
that, it
them.
was a nightmare.
And literally, you were in Toronto at the time, weren't you? And we got her on the phone, and Adrian was like, oh, she can't fly out for a thing, and we don't have time. We're literally shooting like in a few days, and we still hadn't cast the
It
mother.
was Friday, and you were starting
really-
on a Monday or
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Oh God.
So we had basically a phone conversation, and I was like, I love her. She
Well,
was
you
a-
cast her because of the phone
over the
call?
phone, yeah.
Yeah, that must have been
We
a
cast a
disappointment.
lot of we cast a lot of other people, and none of them fit.
Right.
And you just had that feeling over the
That
phone.
alcoholic feeling.
Yeah. I can,
White,
I can,
spoiled,
yeah.
alcoholic
I
feeling.
can kind of see that.
And she had 2 children, and
I have a teenage daughter.
yeah, and
Right,
she
okay.
teach- yeah,
So the teenage daughter
that
thing,
kind
I
of
I'm really in the middle of that.
So why? I know you mentioned this a few times. You're really time constrained with the New York thing, and then obviously the last minute cast. Is that because it'd been greenlit? Was there like a delay, or it just wanted to get going? How did that sort of come about? Because I know with filmmaking, sorry, I know.
I think we planned to get it done for the festival circuit the next year.
Oh, right.
So we gave ourselves a deadline till like December to get it in the can and actually edited and whatnot, which all sort of got delayed afterwards, as it does. But yeah, we're just really ambitious, trying to get it done as fast as possible, and money.
Yeah, of course it is. Yeah.
New York is really expensive.
Really?
Getting locations, it's not easy. So we had to do it in a really short period of time.
We shot the whole film, I think, in 18 days. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when you flew in on the Monday, I mean, you obviously had an idea what the story was, of course.
I loved the script.
But how did it? So is the script like emailed to you and you're like learning it on the plane? I mean, how does that work? Literally? I mean, no, seriously. So you're
I actually did read it though before we spoke. So
oh right, okay.
I loved the script, and so yeah, I just got on it. It's very close. It's an hour away, and I'm back and forth all the time, so it's not a big deal to get to New York. It was amazing how fast they were pulling it together. That was.
And is it better to work? I mean, is it better to work speedy like that, or just be? You've got weeks to build into it, and
well, of course, it's nice to have more time, but you don't.
I mean, some people might prefer working that way. So I suppose what I'm getting at.
You don't always have that luxury as an actor. You're preparing for auditions the day before anyway. You're often preparing 10, 15 pages of 3 different scenes in a script in a movie the day before. So you just get used to doing it fast. So that wasn't hard at all.
Was it fun?
It would have been nice to have rehearsals and things, but I don't know who does that these days anyway. Hardly anybody does that.
Was it good fun? It doesn't matter. The filmmakers aren't here, so it doesn't matter if you didn't enjoy it very much.
Yeah, it was
amazing.
It was great.
Yeah,
we had this great. They had this amazing house in Harlem where we shot, so that was fun. We were right, shooting in a beautiful house in Manhattan, and the cast was amazing, and Jenna was great. She just came off of Glee, so she's really, kind of hot and professional and just a great actress. Everybody was amazing, so it was a lot of fun.
And what about, I mean, you must feel that pressure must be terrible, seeing the clock's ticking, you've only got X amount of days. How do you not let that weigh on your mind? Because it must be...
You can't.
It must be
You're
gruesome.
You're in it, you got to make it happen, otherwise you don't have a film. So it wasn't even an option.
Well, once the trains left the station,
you're going.
Still getting off.
But there is an end. If you don't have it by then, you have nothing. Or at least half the film, but there's no more money to shoot another 10 days or whatever.
There wasn't a lot of room for mistakes.
There wasn't room for,
But of course, inevitably, there's going to be stuff, so it was intense.
Come on, tell me. There's always a story. There was one, the filmmaker I interviewed earlier, she said there's people broke and stole the hard drives and all sorts of a nightmare. I'm hoping that
there's
didn't
always
happen.
something.
There's always something. Give us an idea what happened that you weren't expecting.
it went perfectly. What are you talking about?
Everybody was wonderful.
We were on top of our game. We were fantastic.
And are you there all the time? And I mean, how does that work?
I was pretty much 24/7.
Yeah.
Because
the main...
I don't think they slept for 3
the
weeks.
Core crew, we were literally living in the house, and then in the morning we'd have to make the beds and make sure everything was...
Because they were the sets.
Oh, right. Seriously? You
living on
no.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
How the hell did you keep the continuity?
Good.
the thing is, like, we shot like each
It's a
room.
It looks
Continuity.
great. You
day.
can't tell.
Well, yeah, we shot
They
it
had to
in
be
the-
redressed
redressed.
like
Right,
every
okay.
other day for different scenes and different rooms, because obviously we had to store
Everybody would have
equipment
to
somewhere as well.
move out of one room to dress
Yeah.
it,
To dress it.
and then
We
move out of
changed
that
the
room and
dressing
dress that
room
one.
to
It's pretty
It
chaotic.
was like musical chairs with
It
rooms.
was
kind of
musical
thing.
rooms,
Yeah.
but it was summer, so you could sit outside.
Yeah.
And on the roof.
We did the stoop thing in Harlem, which
The
was
stoop.
pretty cool.
We spent some time in the
A lot of
stoop.
time.
What, the what? What's that?
On the steps.
Everybody
stoop?
sits out on
Yeah,
the
everyone
steps in
steps on the
Harlem.
Is that what you call the stoop?
It's a thing.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
a
right,
thing.
okay.
Yeah.
I've never heard that before.
I think there's even a talk show called The
Yeah,
Stoop.
it's like totally a thing you do.
Yeah.
You sit on the steps
In
and
the
you chill
summer.
in the
That's my
summer.
Britishness, never
And
heard
you
of
watch
that before.
people go by.
Yeah,
And,
and
Oh,
you
right,
like
okay.
chit chat and like the locals come and talk to you. What's going on? Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
Stoop.
okay. Stoop, okay.
She
so
has.
So you probably told us, how long was the actual shoot? So forgive me if you already
It was
answered.
18 days
18
total.
days.
like,
Right, okay.
yeah. So 3 weeks, like 6-day weeks.
That is a short shoot.
Yes,
From
and we had union actors, so we were really constrained.
And
with
a
time.
kid.
And a child, which
That
wanted to
needed
get tutoring.
tutoring, educated,
Matthew.
yeah.
Yeah, 3 hours a day. So he could only stay for 8 hours. So we could only shoot with him for 5 hours.
Yeah.
Union rules, which was
Tricky.
difficult. That was tricky. Yeah.
And are you? I mean, I always say this. I know it's easier in hindsight when you look at something that's finished, but you're pretty much happy with the finished product in a percentile terms.
I am super happy.
So you're like 95%, 100%. What's your?
I'm pretty
happy with it.
I mean, you can always make a little bit better, but I'm pretty 98% happy with the finished product.
Okay. And what's next?
Got a few
Got
scripts
a few other scripts
that we're working on.
On this indie comedy vein.
Okay.
It's called Middle Child. It's called Middle Child.
And presumably, don't. I don't want to put you in the spot. You don't have to tell me anything. I just wonder if you've got something.
I'm
No. And what's been I know obviously you're here with nominations, but what has the general sort of feedback been from audiences and people that have seen the film?
Well,
I
just
think
after
it's
the
been really
screening,
positive. Yeah.
the people I talked to really enjoyed it.
We had a few laughs, so I was relieved.
We're probably the most critical audience,
Yeah.
right? Because we're like, oh, what if it's not good? And I stayed.
Thank you.
I stayed. I laughed. It was really. I thought it was amazing, compared to, I mean, when you're doing a low budget, you just don't know. Most of them don't even get finished.
Yeah, a lot of them don't.
You know, they don't get finished. They don't get screened. They just. So I mean, this was, and the editing was fantastic. The way you put it together and the way you left out some of the special effects things.
Yeah.
But you compensated in other ways that I thought were really creative and really well done.
So if your life depended on it and you could only write or direct, which would it be? You had to make a choice.
Right, probably. I enjoy that a lot. I have a background in it, so.
And I suppose the advantage of being the writer director is pretty much, well, you should be down in flames when I say this, you'll say no, that's completely wrong. Pretty much what you wrote is on the screen, or
Sorry?
it's pretty much what you wrote actually on the screen. So the finished product is pretty much.
It's pretty true to,
Apart
true
from
to the
a
script.
few
We didn't.
editing choices, I suppose, it's pretty much what we read in the script.
The only thing I changed was I added a bit more voiceover because I wanted the narration to carry through. But that's really the only, I think, the only big change I made. I mean,
What on earth would you have done if you'd made that phone call to Nahani and she wasn't available, or
we would have made it work.
how?
Woulda, coulda,
Was there a
shoulda.
plan
Who
B?
knows?
Or was she?
No, she was.
It worked, that's all that
I can't believe I
counts.
just asked
She was
that.
my first choice, and that's it. Like I liked her, and I was like, yeah, it's gonna work.
So
It's gonna happen.
It was
did
all
you
just meant to be.
It was meant, but did you genuinely have a backup? Because you got to have a backup.
No, we didn't have a backup.
There were no backups.
Oh my God.
For anything.
I had one kind of casting with this other woman, and I was just like, no. And the casting director's like, hey, well, you're shooting on Monday. You really need to. And I was like,
We're casting
nah.
still while we were shooting.
Yeah, and we
all-
were actually
for
casting
the other
for
roles.
the other roles while we were shooting.
I'm
It
sorry.
was that tight. Yeah, it was that tight. Like the boyfriend, we were literally casting as we were shooting as well. So she would call us during the lunch break, and I'd be like,
Sent us
no,
like
don't like him, don't like
a whole
him.
list
like
of
her.
people, and then it's
Yeah.
like no, maybe, no, maybe,
Looking
maybe.
through show reels and like it was crazy.
See, the thing is, when I spoke to this filmmaker earlier, she was saying that with the film that she made, and it's fairly obvious that there has to be a really good chemistry between the male and female leads in her particular film. So I'm guessing you cast Nahani, and if there's, what happens if she gets uncertain, the chemistry isn't there with whoever you're working with? Because I suppose that is a bit of a, because normally you would be able to, you'd build that into the audition process, wouldn't you? But you just
Not
so super
necessarily.
confident, you're
Not
just going to go
It was
there.
called acting. But Michael was wonderful.
Right, okay.
He was so professional and so good and really talented actor. And so we had an easy time working
Yeah,
together.
thank God you didn't have to, fucking, I don't like this guy. That would have been, but you'd been acting.
Everyone loved Michael.
Yeah.
I think he was just like the
Sweetheart.
friendliest guy. Never complained.
Never.
Always on time. Like
Yeah.
really, really easygoing.
Brilliant.
Funny.
Yeah.
New York actor.
You
Yeah.
see, they're the hardest working ones.
They are.
That's it, thank you.
Thank
that was
you.
pretty painless, so thank you very much.
Gosh.
Wonderful to talk to you. Is
Thanks
that
for
okay?
coming.
Yeah. Nice
Okay.
to talk to you
And
too.
you, thank you very much,
Cheers.
and really appreciate your time.